Albornoz Cabrera opts for the Ruy Lopez closed floor system against Riff in this French Top 16 Club Championship 2025 higher pool round to matchup. On e4. On e5. Knight f3. Threatening knight takes e5. Knight c6. Bishop b5. On a6. Threatening pawn takes b5. Bishop a4 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Knight f6. King castled kingside. Albornoz Cabrera is planning to play. Bishop takes c6. Pawn takes c6. Knight takes e5 and gain a significant edge. Bishop e7 played by Riff. Rook e1. Albornoz Cabrera intends to play. Bishop takes c6. Pawn takes c6. Knight takes e5 and dominate the board. Pawn b5 played by Riff. Threatening pawn takes a4. Bishop b3 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Pawn d6. Pawn c3. King castled kingside. Pawn h3 entered in Ruy Lopez closed floor system. Bishop b7. Pawn d4. Rook e8. Knight bd2. Bishop f8. Pawn a4. Pawn takes d4. Pawn takes d4. Pawn h6. Bishop c2. Knight b4. Bishop b1. Pawn c5. Pawn d5. Albornoz Cabrera considers playing. Knight f1. Pawn takes a4. Rook takes a4. Pawn a5. Rook a3. Pawn g6. Knight g3 and take decisive advantage. Knight d7 played by Riff. Rook a3. Pawn c4. Rook e3. Pawn g6. Pawn takes b5. Pawn takes b5. Pawn b3. Pawn c3. Threatening pawn takes d2. Rook takes c3 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Bishop g7. Riff is aiming to play. Rook takes a3. Bishop takes a3. Bishop takes c3 and seizes the initiative. Rook takes a8 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Queen takes a8. Bishop b2. Knight a2. Threatening knight takes c3. Rook c7 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Albornoz Cabrera wants to play. Bishop takes g7. King takes g7. Bishop takes a2 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop takes b2 played by Riff. Queen c2. Threatening queen takes b2. Bishop f6 played by Riff. Rook takes d7. Knight c3. Pawn e5 time to think find the best continuation for Riff. Rook takes e5 is the correct move because knight takes e5. Bishop takes e5. Knight f3. Bishop g7. Rook takes f7. King takes f7 position is equal. Let's explore the main line. On e5. Rook c8. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Albornoz Cabrera? Knight c4 is the correct move because Bishop takes d5. Knight b6. Knight e2 check. Queen takes e2. Rook c1 check. King h2. Albornoz Cabrera have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main variation. Threatening rook takes f7. Rook c8 is an inaccurate played by Riff. Riff is planning to play Knight e2 check. King h2. Rook takes c2 and establish a winning position. Queen d3 slightly worse move played by Albornoz Cabrera. Pawn takes e5. Rook takes f7. Knight e2 check. Queen takes e2. King takes f7. Knight takes e5 check. Bishop takes e5. Queen takes e5. Bishop takes d5. Bishop e4. Albornoz Cabrera is aiming to play Bishop takes d5 check. Queen takes d5. Queen takes d5 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop c6 played by Riff. Queen f4 check. King g7. Queen e5 check. King f7. On h4. Queen b7. On h5. Threatening bishop takes g6 check. Pawn takes h5 played by Riff. Queen takes h5 check. King e7. Queen h4 check. King d6. Queen f4 check. King c5. Queen e3 check. King d6. Queen takes h6 check. King c7. Queen f4 check. King b6. Queen e3 check. King a6. On b4. Albornoz Cabrera considers playing Queen a3 check. King b6. Queen a5 mate and establish a winning position. Queen e7 played by Riff. Threatening queen takes b4. Bishop f5 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Threatening bishop takes c8 check. Rook e8 played by Riff. Bishop c8 check. Bishop b7. Queen a3 check. King b6. Queen a5 check. King c6. Riff might go for Queen e1 check. Knight f1. Bishop takes c8 and take decisive advantage. Bishop g4 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Queen e1 check. Knight f1 time to think, find the best continuation for Riff. King d6 is the correct move because Queen takes b5. King c7. Queen d7 check. King b8. Queen d6 check. King a8 position is equal. Let's explore the main game. Knight f1. Rook f8 slightly worse move played by Riff. Bishop f3 check. Rook takes f3. Pawn takes f3. Queen d1. Queen a3. King d7. King g2. Queen d4. Knight g3. Bishop c6. Queen b3. Bishop d5. Threatening bishop takes b3. Queen b1 played by Albornoz Cabrera. Bishop c6. Queen f5 check. King c7. Queen f8. Queen d6. Queen g7 check. King b6. Queen c3. Queen g6. Queen c5 check. King b7. Queen e7 check. King a6. Queen f8. King b7. Queen f4. Bishop d5. Queen f5. Threatening queen takes g6. Queen g8 played by Riff. King f1. Bishop c4 check. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Albornoz Cabrera? King g2 is a strong choice, since King c6. Queen c5 check. King d7. On f4. Queen e6. On f3. Albornoz Cabrera have small advantage. Let's analyze the main line. Bishop c4 check. King e1 is not the best move played by Albornoz Cabrera. Queen g7. Queen e4 check. King a7. Queen e3 check. King b7. Queen a3. King b8. Knight e4. Bishop d5. Queen c3. Queen g1 check. King e2. Bishop c4 check. King e3. Queen f1. Queen d2. Queen b1. Knight c5. Albornoz Cabrera is aiming to play Queen d8 check. King a7. Queen c7 check. King a8. Queen b7 mate and dominate the board. Queen h7 played by Riff. Queen d8 check. King a7. Queen d7 check. Albornoz Cabrera dominated and took the game.